So the other day, while I was driving, the power steering went out. Now the power steering in this car is electric, and I did some quick Googling about it, and it turns out that it can be a problem in these cars, something I hadn't heard of until I bought one and had the issue myself. We are going to look into that today. The first step is to scan the ECU, so I'm going to take my Blue Driver OBD2 thing here, and we are going to see what the computer thinks. One of the previous owners put like an LED strip in here. I don't think it's the guy I bought it from. I think it's probably the guy before that. So now I'm going to open the Blue Driver app. We are connecting to the sensor, and we're in. So here we're going to read the codes, and I'm going to have it scan everything, so it'll be a few minutes. Oh, who dat? Oh, who dat? So I don't know if I've had any subscribers for any of my RX8 videos, but the reason I haven't been making that many videos is because the car has been working. There's the one oil issue, which was my fault, and then now the power steering is upset for some reason. I need to do a comparison video on these two cars to explain why I own them both, and I use them both as like daily cars, even though they're not particularly good for it, depending on your circumstances. Oh, almost done. There we go. A bunch of codes, alright. We've got air system. There's a little pump that injects air into the catalytic converter to help warm it up for like 30 seconds when the car first starts up. That was deleted 2 owners ago. So that code I expect, and that doesn't cause any problems with me passing emissions here. The next one is park neutral switch input. Not sure what that is. And then here we go, 1 power steering module code, and then a bunch of codes for the tire air monitor system. And then the last one we have is intake valve control solenoid bank 1. Okay, so we have a lot of things to look at here. So first, let's look at the power steering code, because that's the thing stopping me from driving the car. So it says this issue is very common, which is what I expected based on what I've seen on Google. The fixes were replace the computer and repair the connector. So we're going to try repairing the connector first. It doesn't cost anything. You just have to clean the contacts in the connector, and I'll show you the connector right now. I've heard that if you have coolant overflow, or maybe if you have that problem I had before where I was getting oil just dripping out through the intake, that these can get messed up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to power off the car, and now I'm going to go ahead and remove these connectors. Now I'm inspecting these for corrosion. I really don't see any corrosion or anything on these. I'll inspect this one also. Maybe that's for the fan, I don't know. Where's steering? This isn't related. This is for the seat heater. As you can see, the fuse is good, or it looks good, but it is a little cooked looking, which I find interesting. So, I wonder if this is still okay. I guess it is, right? But, I don't know. Maybe it's not. So I don't see anything about the steering. That was totally inconclusive. This is where the steering shaft is connected to the steering rack. I know it's really hard to see, but this is the best I can do for you. So there's a plug right next to this. So those are all of the power steering plugs that I know about. So I'm going to go ahead and start the car and see if that signal goes away. So I can't tell you why that worked. It just did. The power steering is fine now. As you can see, the illuminated steering wheel has disappeared. So that's fantastic news. I still have that little thing over there, but that's expected.